We turn next this evening to the bombshell headline. Was Russian President Vladimir Putin involved himself in the Russian hacking during the presidential campaign? The U.S. intelligence community tonight saying he was out to stop Hillary Clinton. Was it a vendetta? Intelligence sources now saying Putin feared greater sanctions if Clinton became the next president. So what now with President-elect Trump, who says he doesn't buy it? And these are the very intelligence agencies he will soon depend on. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Brian Ross tonight.
As Vladimir Putin arrived today in Japan, his spokesperson laughed off reports that the Russian president personally directed the hacking attack on the American election. But tonight, U.S. officials say they are convinced that the man who came to power as a KGB colonel helped to run the brazen cyber espionage campaign.
That's not something they say lightly. That's something they say when they do have a smoking gun.
All triggered by Putin's bitter dislike, authorities believe, of Hillary Clinton and her threats to impose new sanctions against Russia.
She had been critical of some of the actions that Putin had taken, and he did not hide his hostility toward her.
Today, from his skyscraper office in New York, President-elect Donald Trump continued his Twitter defense of the Kremlin and scorn for anyone speaking ill of the Russians. If Russia or some other entity was hacking, why did the White House wait so long to act, he wrote. Why did they only complain after Hillary lost? But that's not true. The Obama administration did act well before the election, with a statement in early October from 17 intelligence agencies, including the CIA, that only Russia's senior-most officials could have authorized these activities, which the White House said today meant Putin.
Pretty obvious that they were referring to the senior-most government official in Russia.
Clinton herself raised the Russian hacking issue again and again during the campaign.
There's no doubt now that Russia has used cyber attacks against all kinds of organizations in our country, and I am deeply concerned about this. I know Donald's very praiseworthy of Vladimir Putin, but Putin is playing a really...
Sending Trump into angry denial.
It could be Russia, but it could also be China. It could also be lots of other people. It also could be somebody sitting on their bed that weighs 400 pounds.
It's the same line he used just 4 days ago as president-elect, even after being briefed by U.S. intelligence officials about the Russians.
It could be somebody sitting in a bed someplace.
But American authorities tonight say Putin and those around him will become targets of the full-fledged FBI investigation of the cyber attack.
If you mess with America, we'll mess with you back.
And now a leading Republican senator says the Russians did more than just attack Hillary Clinton. They attacked America's democracy and should be punished for it.
If we don't stand together as a nation, we will be next.
This story is not going away. Brian with us now. We just heard from Senator Graham there. But, Brian, we've all seen the images now of Rex Tillerson, the choice for Secretary of State.
That's right.
The champagne shared with Vladimir Putin. But this choice for Secretary of State, he's going to have to face some questions about whether or not he believes Putin was involved in this hacking.
Absolutely. Tillerson developed this close relationship as the CEO of Exxon. Senator Graham says unless Tillerson acknowledges that Russia was behind the attack, he will vote no on his nomination, David.
All right. Brian Ross with us again tonight. Brian, thank you.